Gonna have to lift it up. You gotta hook. So this was all done in a weekend. We had the blind put together on the platform, suspended in a day. We built the stairs in just a few hours the next day. We are heading down to the Red Rock Range. We're going to clear out some woods. We're gonna put up a blind. We're gonna seed a food plot. We're gonna seed a bedding area. We're gonna create a bedding area. We got work to do. It is chainsaws and brush cutters and ticks and chiggers. We are heading out into the woods, driving the trails on the Red Rock Valley. So we are going up a big hill, up a big hill. Coming up here, this is all going to be a bedding area. I'm going to seed it in a few different types of grasses. Yeah, this right here, this little power line. Alright, so this is where we're at. We call this place Joe's place. Some guy Joe used to live here. That's why. This is my mess. That's what we got going on right now. So this is what I gotta unload. And I gotta strip it all down. I'll pull it out, everything that's in here. Yeah, and I gotta put everything back together. So what I'm standing in right now, it's gonna be a food plot. Okay. It's gonna be a food plot. So you can see, you already got some grasses in here. Type of deal. But we're gonna seed this in clover and chicory, come back in a month, spray it with clethodim, kill all the grass. Now what I plan on doing is out there, I'm gonna make a bunch of hen cuts. And because I want this eventually all just being one big food plot. Putting the last board in. Spared you guys watching me put all these other boards in. This is the platform for the blind. I'm gonna finish this up. So you might be asking, what the hell is this for? Any water that comes in that might leak in here, instead of leaking on my wood, it'll leak on this, dry and evaporate. You'll have to lift it up. You gotta hook the top in first. Okay, hey, use it. All right. Oh. Not forget. You want to do that one? Yeah. That's it. Middle. Hang on here, we're gonna.
so nice when it rains or snows.
This is what we've got so far. All right, so if you can see back in there, whole area is full of cedars. We've got a bunch of mulberries back here, some swamp oaks, some white oaks, a bunch of walnuts. So tomorrow we are going to be putting in the stairs. We're going to put in stairs on this, put stairs in, and then we're going in and I'm dropping all these cedars. What I got to do is I got to clear out this area now. Oh my god, the mosquitoes are so bad. They're biting my finger, but I got to clear out the area. Okay, so you can see that's the area. It's one area. So, because you can't see anything, it's so thick back here that you just can't see anything. So I'm going to drop a bunch of these. So as you can see, like this stuff, there's a cedar, there's another cedar, a bunch of cedars all along this edge, both sides. I'm going to drop them, and really what I'm going to do is kind of make a big screen right along this trail. Okay, I want a real big screen coming in, kind of blocking that stand out, and I want the screen coming down into the food plot. Same thing on the other side, because I want the deer, when they come, they're either going to walk this trail, they're going to walk the highway, as we're going to call it. They're going to walk this main trail or the highway, or they're going to come in and they're going to feed in this food plot, do their deer thing. Okay, I'm going to broadcast seed. Okay, the mosquitoes are killing me. I'm going to broadcast seed to create big, tall, high bedding. Sorghum, wheat, sungrass, sun hemp, whatever. And so because I want the deer to bed, come into the food plot. When they're in the food plot, then they're within range. I don't want to shoot them in their bed, but I'll leave a little bit of a buffer. They'll have their bedding, buffer, food plot, buffer, and I'm going to put some bedding on the backside too. So as you can see here behind me, we've done a lot of clearing out. I didn't film that. So, but with 2 chainsaws and a lot of grit, you can get a fairly large area cleared out. As you can see right behind me, we've got the platform stand up. This is the Ram 650 blind. We built platform, we put stairs, we put a handrail on it. Now, I'll take you up in there, and we can actually see out almost 60 to 70 yards is what I cleared. And pretty much a 270. Everything behind the camera is actually still pretty thick. And I'm going to rotate the camera around to show you. This is what the woods look like before we started clearing stuff out. So even with leaf drop, we'll still be able to see a ways in there, but it's still pretty thick. So that will still need to be cleaned out. Now, all we did was we got rid of cedars and some of the undesirable trees. All the cedars out. Nice thing about cedars is when you cut a cedar off at the stump, it's not going to sprout back. And you cut cedars, they die. Even getting rid of just a small little cedar thicket can really open an entire area up and get that sun down to the ground. And when that sun gets down to the ground, you're going to get that green growth coming up. So what I did do is everything behind me here, I went ahead and I seeded that with forage oats. Now this wasn't a heavy seeding. It's not designed to feed deer. All it is designed to give them something to snack on. And it just adds to that menu. In the food plot that this is behind, or I guess in front of the stand, the food plot was seeded in killer clover. It's got 4 different types of clover. And then I added a chicory to it, a drought-resistant chicory. Down here, and I seeded pretty late. It's late June. There's no guarantee that anything's even going to grow. which is unfortunate, but it doesn't hurt. Even if a little bit grows, we can start getting that stuff in the food plot. And then come late July, mid-August, something like that, I can come in with clethodim. I can spray to kill all the grasses. So any clover that is starting to grow will have that less competition, and it can spread. So this was all done in a weekend. You can do all this stuff in a weekend. Now the platform itself, the actual platform, I built at home. But I had that done in just a couple of hours with all the proper tools. We had the blind put together on the platform, suspended in a day. We built the stairs in just a few hours the next day. And then it was clearing everything out with chainsaws and pole saws. And when we say clearing out, or when I say clearing out, I don't mean as we're cutting it, we're dragging it out. We're just cutting and dropping it. We're going to leave it there. Now, a lot of it, as you can see, was used in to brush this area, build a screen over here, build a screen on this way to kind of block their flow. And we made some entries and exits for that food plot, and to where they can come from this side of the woods and kind of maneuver down. With having a 360 blind like this, it doesn't limit you on your shooting lanes and angles. Let's go up in there, let's take a look around, and let's see what we're actually looking at. Now mind you, this is only suspended 6 feet up in the air. With this, the sun will be rising out of the east, which is over here, because north is behind me, so the sun rises out here, and then the sun will rotate, come this way behind, and set on the other side of this camera here. So this can be either a really good morning, afternoon, or evening stand. It really just depends on which way that wind is blowing. All right, so we'll open the window up. So right out there is actually the food plot. It's in front of us. So all this area here, they can all come. So now, as you can see, there's cedars dropped everywhere, and they'll turn into cedar skeletons, and that's fine. And later on we can move them back closer to the stand here. But we opened all that up. As you can see, I dropped some more cedars right over there, laid them down. It blocks that off, so that way these deer can't stand in that tree line and look into here. Okay, they're gonna have to walk out, and when they do, game over. Okay, so I'm not gonna open all these windows up. Just try to stick it out with my hand here. So it gets really hot in here, and it does echo, so you gotta whisper. See if you whisper, alright? It still has a little bit of an echo, so I'm wondering to put some type of rubber or some type of sound absorbing foam on the ceiling here. But if you're in here, you've got more than enough room. More than enough room for 2, definitely 3 people, maybe not 3 shooters, but 2 shooters and a cameraman. So my goal is for this year, I'm gonna bring a camera up in here so that way we So that was the view. So here's me talking normally. Yeah, so you can hear the echo in here. The view that I just showed you is everything. But all right, hey, thanks guys. Thanks for watching. Really appreciate it. And don't forget, every time you guys watch, if you like and you subscribe, that helps me out. It doesn't cost you anything. It's free. It helps me keep making the content. It lets me know that you guys, you know what, you should just like it anyways. Even if you don't subscribe, just like it. Even if you don't like it, just like it. It ain't hurting you. It's not gonna hurt you at all. So stop being a little bitch and just do it, okay? Because some of us work really, really hard to provide this stuff so you guys can see what it looks like. For anybody who's wanting, I don't know if I should do this, well, now you know. And you watched it. So take the time that I spent doing this to give it to you and help me out, okay? Stop being selfish. Till next time, we're out.